It seems to me that in recent times the divisions between different groups of people have become more pronounced. As products of the evolutionary process, we're naturally competitive, and therefore as we compete with each other for resources, and I mean money, power, land, etc., we can be driven towards polarisation. We pick sides and exaggerate the differences we have with our neighbours. We do that in order to strengthen the bonds we have with our allies, and it's a legacy we've inherited from our evolutionary past. The problems are twofold. Firstly, when we alienate ourselves from others, we deprive ourselves of everything the other group has to offer. It's a loss-loss situation. Secondly, in a world in which resources are limited, protecting what you have from others is a logical and advantageous strategy. But in a world that day after day is obtaining greater wealth and riches, it's a strategy that seems to be simply mean and unnecessary. In other words, since we can afford to be kind, we should be. It's better to be kind than to be mean. Human beings in general are a benefit to society, and we cannot know who will be the next person who will make an enormous contribution to our world. So we must support as many people as we can. It's the right thing to do, but we can be blinded to this knowledge when we start thinking in terms of them and us. In this series of videos, I want to try to break down some of the points of contention that seemingly provide reasons for division. I'm going to start with one of the ideas that divides Muslims and Christians. So let's start with some common ground. I would say that we need to agree that both the Bible and the Quran are the Word of God. Now I know that some people might dispute that point, and of course some people would simply say that God doesn't exist. But let's put those differences aside for now. So if both books have the same origin, then why are they different? The answer, I think, is simple. The books are different because the audience is different. With that in mind, let us consider the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity is a concept that's found within Christianity but not Islam. I think the reason for this difference is straightforward. It's not complicated at all. The concept of the Holy Trinity is not easy to understand, and I suspect that many people in biblical times struggled with it. Consequently, when the Quran was written, the emphasis was placed back on the idea that there is one God, because that was the most important part of the message. It was deemed best not to confuse the issue by elaborating too much about the nature of God, or of Allah. So, the conclusion, as far as I can see it, is that it may appear when Christians worship Jesus, they're not worshipping God. But in reality they are, because worshipping Jesus and worshipping God are the same thing.